Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Good afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Happy Friday. I'm Sarah Chatello from Sassy Paper Crafts, and today I have a super cute project for you today. I'm going to show you how to make 6 cards in minutes. Now, just to pre-warn you, I have done some of the work ahead of time, but I'm going to show you the steps on how I make a lot of cards quickly. This is great for making Christmas cards and things like that. But first, I want to talk about a couple of things, and then we'll get into our project. So it is a new month. It is November. These are my ordering specials for the month of November. With a $50 order, you get the Eden's Garden collection tutorials, and a $100 order gets you the tutorials plus a combo pack of the Evening Evergreen Stampin' Blends. So when we look at my desk, I'll have a host code there. If you order using that host code, you will get the freebies from me. And then another thing I want to talk about, I don't know if you saw my live yesterday. I posted it on the Facebook page. I was live in my group, but Stampin' Up! Has a huge promotion right now. I got a little graphic made for that. It's called Start With Savings. And what it is for $75, you get $125 worth of product by joining my team, joining Stampin' Up! And becoming a demonstrator. Not only do you get amazing savings of $125 worth of product for $75, you also get a 20% discount on future orders. So many good benefits to this. If you want to learn more, watch my live from yesterday, my video from yesterday that I posted here on the page. Feel free to contact me with any questions you may have. I would be so happy if you joined my team. I'd be honored. So if you have any questions, let me know. I think that was all I wanted to talk about before we got started. So I should have done this while I was talking, find my video here and see if there's any comments. If you're watching live or the replay, feel free to say hello. If you're watching on YouTube, I do post my Facebook Lives, my Friday ones, to my YouTube channel. So please leave a comment and let me know you're watching. I always appreciate all your lovely comments. Scrolling. Oh yeah, I got to share it to my group. Speaking of my group, I go live there on Sundays, and I'm doing a giveaway. Every week I've been doing a giveaway. So if you'd like to enter that, tomorrow is the last day. All you have to do is join my VIP group. Sorry, technology, always with problems. So there's a link in the description of this video to join my VIP group. And I do a giveaway every Sunday and a live every Sunday. And this Sundays is going to be super fun. I see there's a comment. I just can't see what it says. Oh, it's Colleen. Hello, Colleen. I haven't talked to you forever. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera off and switch it around so we can get started on this cool project I have. And like I said, I have done some of the things ahead of time. This is just to give you an idea of what I do to make a mass amount of cards. Let me adjust that. There, and there's that host code that gets you the freebies from me. So I don't have a finished card to show you because I haven't made it yet, but I am using the Sweet Stockings bundle from the Sweet Stockings Suite, and it says photopolymer stamp set and these awesome dies. This die is for a tag, there's stockings, and the paper, the designer series paper is beautiful. And it has lots of pets. It's very pet themed. The card we're making today doesn't have any pets. So I wanted to show the versatility of this stamp set and bundle. So I've already stamped my envelopes. There's a little candy cane. I use cherry cobbler for those. I have my card bases. And we are just going to go ahead and get started. And I'll show you the elements as I go. So I've already embossed some pieces. I've cut out my stockings, and I'll explain how I did everything. But I'm first going to take my card bases and burnish them. That's the word I'm looking for. And I wanted to let you know I did this in an assembly line style. So what I mean by that is I cut all my paper first, cut all my bases, cut all my insides, cut all my designer, cut everything that I needed first. Next, I did stamping. So I stamped my greetings, stamped my stockings, After I did stamping, I did coloring. I used stamping blends on the stocking. And then I die cut everything and embossed all at the same, not all at the same time, but all in one step. So it really makes a big difference when you're, especially when you're making a lot of cards, to do everything in an assembly line style. So like I said, just cut your paper, score everything all at once, because that way it saves you time. So I have my card bases, and I've already, these are for a craft show I'm at tomorrow. So I've stamped the back of them with my little stamp. I want to make sure that's on the right side before I do this. And these are going to be sold in like a little bundle. But these would also be good if you're making your own Christmas cards. So then what I have here is some of that designer series paper from the suite. I've already cut all 6 pieces that I need. That's the back, and see, it does, you could totally use the little pots. I'm going to use the little wispy doos, and I have some bumblebee cardstock here that I've cut. So we're just going to put some seal on the back and put those together. And then after that, I'll put my sentiment onto my cardstock. And like I said, if you do all these steps one at a time like that, it really does make things go so much faster, instead of making one card and then making another card, which is actually what I used to do before I've discovered this way. Oh, Colleen says, I'm so organized. Thank you, Colleen. I don't always feel like that. You should see behind me. It's a mess, this craft show. I'm doing a lot here this year. It's my last one of the year, and I have a lot going on. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I have my beautiful On Stage grid paper that they sent us. On Stage is like Stampin' Up's little convention. They used to have them in person, and for the past year or two, they've been doing them virtual, which is nice for demonstrators like me, because I don't know that I'd be able to go to an in-person one. So I like that it's virtual. That is next week, starting Thursday, and it's Friday and Saturday. So there will be no Facebook Live next Friday. I'll put a reminder out for that, because everything's in Mountain Time. So I'm not sure what time actually it'll be over with, and don't want to say a time and then it'll be wrong, because I'm in Eastern Time, but Stampin' Up, all their things are in Mountain Time. So those are done. Now I'm going to take, my sentiments that I've already cut and some cherry cobbler. Just run some seal along the back. And then what I like to do too is things that, like, so for these I'm using seal. I'm also going to use dimensionals, but I like doing that all at once too, because these two are going to get dimensionals. So I'm going to save that step. It just saves you just that extra little bit of time. And I am all about saving time. So tell me in the comments what you all are planning on doing this weekend. I have the craft show tomorrow. And then Sunday, we are going to Mr. Sassy Papercraft's mother's house and having lunch or dinner, or we're just going over there to hang out. My Lions don't play football this Sunday, so they can't lose. That's nice. They're on a bye this week, so football is going to be kind of slow for me. I know most of you, from my post, I know most of you don't care about football. So I love it. And slow. Oh, Colleen's still unpacking. She just moved. I hate moving. That's literally the worst. I would rather exercise 6 hours a day than unpack and pack. All right. So now I'm going to take my pieces that I put seal to, and I'm going to take some Stampin' Dimensionals and get those all ready to go. So I'm going to put 4 on the bumblebee pieces. And try not to peel off all the backings and get everything stuck to each other. And like I said, when you're making your holiday cards, especially if you're doing a lot, I know some people that do 60 plus holiday cards, it can be exhausting. So if this just saves you 5 minutes, that's 5 minutes you can spend doing something else. I love crafting, but sometimes doing mass amounts of cards like this can get kind of tedious. So whatever I can do to make the mass amount of cards go by faster is what I try to do. I'm putting 3 on the back of the sentiment. And I just realized too, I didn't get out my embellishments, but they're right behind me. It's okay. I don't have to go searching for them. I'm going to use the ombre, I think they're called the ombre matte dots. They're from the Sweet Stockings Suite. They're super cute. So I'm going to be using those. No ribbon this time around, but if I had used ribbon, I would have cut it all already, so it's ready to go. So now I'm going to take a card base, and just to show you, my layout is kind of like this. So it's kind of going to look like that. I'm just going to run some seal along the back. I'm going to put it towards the center. I want that up a little bit higher, so I'm going to put that there. I want this part more towards the right. And then I'm just going to run, and I've already, I'm going to show you a close-up of the stocking. I've colored it with Stampin' Blends. I stamped it in Old Olive, and then there's a cute little bow die in those, what are they called? The stockings dies. And I put an adhesive sheet on the back of some cherry cobbler and die cut that out. I'm just putting a little bit of seal, putting that on there, and then I'm moving them to the side just so I don't stick anything to it. And if I was smart, I'd have my insides ready to go, but I don't, so we'll have to do that in the second step. And that's what I mean by saving time. That would have saved me a little bit of time, but it is all good. Try to throw these in the trash can. These little backings end up all over my house. I don't know about you guys, but I find dimensional backings everywhere. I think they like fall on the floor and whoops, and then I step on them and they get all over. But I've also I forgot to show you too, I also added a little bit, I don't know if you can see, try to put under my light, a little bit of Wink of Stella to the white parts just to give it some shimmer. So these are going to be in a gift pack. I mean, we sell clear acetate boxes. So I'm going to put these all in an acetate box and sell them as like a holiday gift pack. These also, I like doing these for coworkers and things like that. They do make really good gifts. If you were giving Christmas cards as a gift to somebody, though, you might want to do it like December 1st so they can use them and mail them out. But I also like to do like variety packs, so birthday cards, like a thank you card in there, and get those to my friends to send out. Almost done here. Couple more. And if you have any tips or tricks about making lots of cards quickly, go ahead and comment below. We'd love to hear them. This is one of the best ways I know how to do it, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways. There's always 9,000 ways to do everything in the Stampin' Up! World. You have 2 more as I throw my paper around. And then all that will be left to do is add our inside and our embellishment and 6 cards in just a few minutes. I mean, it's been 15 minutes, but I did a lot of talking, so it probably would have been a lot faster had I not talked so much. But yes, I don't think I mentioned where I'm going to be tomorrow. If you're local to the mid-Michigan area, I will be at Saginaw, Bay City Central. I live in Saginaw. I'll be at the Bay City Central High School Holiday Bazaar from 9 to 3. I would love to meet you. Come out and see me. I'm not sure where I will be yet. There's apparently a small gym, a big gym, and a hallway. We're going here in about 2 hours to check it out and see where exactly I'm going to be. All right, now that that's done, I can get my inside parts. And all I did there was I just stamped in cherry cobbler and I stamped the little pine leafy needly things in old olive. And that also is in the Sweet Little Stocking stamp set. Yep, we'll put in the insides and then our embellishments and 6 cards in no time. And it really didn't take me very long to cut all my paper and do all things. I would say at the most, maybe 20 minutes, just because I was being particular about how I was coloring. If you weren't coloring, I would say maybe it would take 10 to 15 minutes. That was probably the longest part of prepping all this, was coloring the stockings with the blends. Because I can kind of be a sloppy colorer sometimes, so I was making sure I was staying in the line. And then just one more. And then what I like to do is when I put them in a gift pack like I'm doing, I like to flip it inside out, and I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to do that in this one. I flip it the other way. I put all 5 of them on top, and then this is on the back. So when you flip over the box, it's there, but I don't want to do that yet because we still have to add our embellishments. Are right here. So they're the matte decorative dots. They're not ombre, but they are ombre. And there are 4 colors here. And these are like a cherry cobbler, which I've seen to use quite a bit of. I think I'm going to go with the old olive this time just because I haven't used those very much. And I like it with the cherry cobbler. I'm just going to put 1 on each center here. Or each sentiment, not center. All right, and that's it, 6 cards. So I thank everybody so much for watching today. And if you want to catch my next live, I will be live Sunday in my VIP group. And I hope you all have a great weekend. I'll see you next time.